I'm going to change the battery in this 2019 GMC Sierra. I'm going to start by removing this bracket. There's a bolt on each end. And you'll need a 13mm socket. And then you can remove the bracket. Next, I'm going to remove this cover. There's a tab on either side. Just push these in and then lift it up. Just push this tab in and lift up. Next, I'm going to disconnect this wire. There's this red clip here. Just want to pull that back and then pinch on the black clip here. Compress that, and then you can unplug this cord. Next, I'm going to remove the negative battery cable. And that requires a 10mm socket. And then I'm going to remove the positive battery cable. Once the positive battery cable is loose, then you can remove this whole tray. There is a tab here that needs to be pulled out to release it. And you can use a screwdriver, reach in there and pry that out, and then lift the tray up. And this is the tab that I was prying on to release it. Behind the battery, down here at the bottom of the battery tray, is another bolt, and that holds the battery in place. And that takes a 13mm socket. And this is the part that's holding the battery in place. And now you can remove the battery. And install the new battery. At the bottom of the battery tray, there's this bracket, and that holds this side of the battery in place. So you want to make sure that this part of the battery goes under that angled bracket. You see here the edge of the battery. Just make sure it slides under this bracket in the battery tray. And then replace this hold down on this back corner of the battery. and then replace the bolt. And then make sure that the battery is securely in place. Next, I'm going to remove this cover from the positive battery post. And then I'm going to put this tray with the electronics back in place. Make sure that the battery cable slips over the battery post. And press it down until you hear it snap in place. Make sure that the battery terminal is completely seated. And then tighten the nut on the battery terminal. Reconnect this plug by pushing it in place over the top of this one until you hear it snap, and then press this red clip back in. And then put this cover back on. Line up these two clips and press it down till you hear it snap. Now I'm going to remove this cover from the negative battery post and replace the negative battery terminal. And then tighten the nut on the terminal. And then replace this bracket. This flange goes against the battery on this side. And then replace the bolts. And tighten them.